Yeah. Yeah, it's just a camera, like. It's just a camera. And I wonder, are you going to put like cool background music on this for the intro? Oh, that gives me some comfort. Okay, right, okay. Yeah, okay, right.
Less. Right.
Right, lads. What are we doing? Hello, and welcome to the Irish Spirit Podcast. I'm your host, Rachel, and today we're going to be trying some Irish whiskey. First up, what have we got? The Whistler Mosaic. 46% ABV, nice and generous, that's what you like. Non-chill filtered. The Whistler Mosaic is a small batch, single grain whiskey that was matured in ex-bourbon barrels before being finished in Sicilian and Marsala fortified wine casks. This creates a fantastically smooth whiskey imbued with honey, vanilla and stewed apricots, and hints of spice. Let's get into it. I really like the label. The label is summery. The Mosaic design reminds me of all of the artsy fartsy stuff in Barcelona.
This has been voted the world's best single grain this year at the World's Whiskey Awards.
Oh yeah? We have an award winner! Okay, it's nice and light. Orange peel, like kind of burnt orange peel. Popcorn. It's very sweet, hints of vanilla. That is nice. Very sweet, very summery, very light. I mean, it goes with the color. It looks gorgeous. Let's have a taste. Oh yeah, I do like that. It's very light, very fresh. The type of drink you could have maybe, I don't know, I would really like to have that over ice, a splash of soda water and like a slice of orange. Vanilla, it's sweet, it's fresh. Definitely pulling up on some toffee, honey, all those kind of warm, thick flavors, but doesn't feel thick in your mouth. It's kind of spicy. It's like, it leaves like a buzz on your tongue, kind of. It's like, it's spicy, but it's not hot. It's not too hot. It's just nice. It's just nice. It's like, I don't know, slight electric shock, but like a good electric shock, if there is such a thing. If you think of normal, like regular summer drinks, Aperol Spritz is the first thing that comes to mind. I'm not a fan of Aperol Spritz, not really. If they sold this over soda water, ice, slice of orange, I'm there, I'm in. It's definitely, it leaves you wanting more. Like already I'm like, little bit more, like it's a nice sippy drink, you know?
Please, sir, I want some more.
What?
Really enjoyed it. What's up next? Ooh, Athru. I already like the look. Athru, which I believe is Irish for, if I'm not wrong, change and maybe transformation. It's been a while. I should actually really brush up on my Irish. It kind of reminds me of science. You know, in science you have like your textbook and you have aim, method, conclusion, like ba. And even like the handwriting, distilled, it gives just all the dates. It's just very factual. Matured in the finest Tokaji, I don't know how to say that. Cask. Tokai. Single cask release, single malt Irish whiskey. So it's got a 56% alcohol. Oof, okay. All right, into the fast lane now. Nice pour. I really like the bottle. I like the neck of it. I feel like it's a broad and bold bottle. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. A lot darker than the Mosaic, a lot darker. Do you know what it actually reminds me of? Do you remember in
Can you tell them?
Do you know what it reminds me of? You're definitely going to cut this out. But it really reminds me of, do you remember in Jurassic Park and like, I think it's the very first episode, it must be, and they find the mosquito like in this crystallized kind of honey block. I don't know where they found it, like deep in the mountains. And they injected it. That looks exactly that same color where they found the mosquito. Definitely chocolatey. It's really chocolatey. Picking up on some like Jaffa cake vibes. It's a bit weird, but it smells kind of soft and spongy and Jaffa cakey. It really reminds me of, this is going to sound so weird, but like it really reminds me of my granddad's shed. Like there's so many things around, but everything kind of has order. And that's what this takes me back there to my granddad's shed. As strange as that sounds, I know. It's a lot stronger than it smells. Oof, the dark chocolate. I don't normally like dark chocolate. I'm more of a milk or white, but this is full-bodied cocoa cherry, picking up on some cherry. But it has like a hint of, again, like spice kind of, but not spicy as in... Cloves. It's like cloves, and I love cloves. I love cooking with cloves. I love the intensity of cloves, but also like it's balanced with a kind of sweet and spiciness. That's exactly what that is. Big fan. I think I said a big fan for the Whistler, but I'm an even bigger fan of this Athru. Oops. What have we got up next? Did you save the best to last? Oh. Speaking of my granddad's shed, this labeling reminds me of my granddad. Very old, but I don't know, charming. Bushmills Millennium Malt. Single malt Irish whiskey. Distilled in 1975. Private cask, 43% volume. Right, so it's old. It's really old. The unique Bushmills Millennium Malt has come straight from the cask. I don't know, that looks a little bit lighter than the last one. Following the pure and unfiltered, following the ancient tradition that is whiskey making in Ireland. The addition of water which flows over the basalt rock from St. Colum's Rill to bring it to its boil strength is the only change we've made to the whiskey. Since began the slow, gentle process of maturation in the cask back in 1975. Let's see what we've got. Not as dark as the last one, not as citrusy. I don't have a summery feeling, although it could be from the label. What are you doing? Pour some in there. Sorry, you're cutting all this out. So apparently, this whiskey, when it was distilled in 1975, it was casked and sold to a limited number of private collectors who waited 25 years until the Millennium rolled around, who said, okay, we'll bottle it now and we'll sell it. Let's see what happens. So now, 22 years later, this is one of the oldest and most elusive bottles of Bushmills you're going to find on the market today. Yeah, it's a much lighter whiskey than the Athru. Kind of like straw in colour. Quite viscous. You can see the legs really clearly in the glass. For something of an older age, I expected something more like rich and bold and long lasting, but I'm very curious. Okay. Stone fruit, kind of peach, apricot. It feels like the flavors are so well mashed together that it's hard to really pinpoint what's what. it's woody, but it's still got a lightness to it, like the shavings of a pencil. It's a wooden flavor, but it's not overwhelming. It's not like strong forest wood type flavor. It's like a light. It leaves a kind of an echo of in your mouth. And I don't know if that's just because it's the third whiskey I'm trying now. Like in Ireland we say the more whiskey you try, the better it tastes. But it's a little bit special. You know when you don't expect something to be so good and it's so good and it's just like, okay, take me with you. Bye. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like, subscribe. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Google, and be sure to visit irishspirits.com to home of the very best Irish whiskies and spirits. Something like that, but like again.